I'll actually have you. I'm gonna put you on hold, and I'll have you talk to. Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah. 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 I'm gonna just send you back real quick.
Okay. Mm.
Displaying.
Yeah, they told me like that happened about 6.
I can pull it.
But I mean, to be asleep all day yesterday and then all night is quite a bit, and he had just woke up. This is when I had stated he gets that aggressive.
When he first wakes up.
He gets very aggressive after he just woke up.
Yeah.
I just don't understand if he's been asleep for the whole time he's been there.
Sure. So yeah, it sounds.
Well, I'm just wondering at what point was he up, and was it only for an hour when he was aggressive and now he's down again? I need to speak to a doctor, because this is, if we're just medicating him and there's nothing, and he's just asleep the whole time, I'm confused on how he can be asleep for 3 days in a row.
Sure. Well, he's been here 33 hours, his total time in the emergency department. From the notes for the nurse, it sounds like around 6:20, his one-to-one came to the nurse, kind of expressing concern that he seemed like he was potentially becoming agitated, as he was making like crying noises. So at that point, he was due for his evening meds. Security and nurse went and talked with him, offered medications. He did take his medications, including a PRN. They got him a new set of clothes, and then shortly thereafter he became agitated, and then it looks like, I'm trying to see, let's see, and it looks like he was kind of up and down for like a couple hours thereafter, and then up until like 10 p.m. he was removed from the restraint chair, and then it sounds like he sat in bed. He had apologized for physically assaulting someone.
Apologize? What do you mean apologize?
The patient apologized to staff member, I think, for, it sounds like, physically assaulting them. He was then given juice and a sandwich and then went to the bathroom.
Okay, so that's what I'd like to address that, because that's what she said yesterday. Do we understand he's profoundly autistic? He's not trying to do he's not trying to attack anyone or anything like that.
Yep.
To say that he needs reinforcement and being told you don't do that, I understand that with an autistic son. I asked him to say sorry, but
sure,
you guys are acting like he needs punishment, like he is not atypical like any person.
Yeah, no.
I mean, when he goes to this, I've told the doctors he's neurologically has a problem.
Yeah.
He surges like this.
Yep.
It's not something he wants to do.
No,
and so, I just am taking this as if you guys don't get autism because you're getting upset because he's doing things. This is typical of
and I don't know that asking for the apology is getting upset, but more of just saying, like, hey, we got to keep safe hands, safe body, it's not good to hit people, and, trying to reinforce that. I don't know, again, I wasn't here. I think that was more of the messaging. Certainly no one thinks, he's bad or is, intentionally, trying to harm other people, and more of just like a focus on, nope, it's not good to hit people. We got to be safe to ourselves, safe to others, and trying to focus on that.
Okay, so I'm just, what I was just saying is every time I call, he's sleeping.
Yeah.
And I just don't know at any point whether he's just being doped up and put out because you guys don't know what to do, or what happens is he stays in these places. He's been sleeping the whole time, and then when he comes home, he's up for like 3 or 4 days, and it's like, when are we gonna like give him some coloring pages? Don't just dope him up because we're not sure what to do.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't even been up any of the time. The time that I left there, he was starting to go to sleep, and I'm assuming he slept all night because they told me he did.
Okay.
And I don't see any time where he's been awake. So giving 3 PRNs within hours of each other, I mean, I just don't understand what we're doing here.
Sure. Yeah, and I think that's, part of the really challenging part. Being in the hospital is hard for anyone, but particularly for, neurodivergent or, individuals with autism, because this is an unfamiliar setting. It's not, their home where and I can try, that's something that, we should be doing is, if he's in restraints or getting, and I will talk with our staff and make sure that we are letting you know on that. I think that's a fair request.
Well, yeah, I mean, especially when you're telling me I shouldn't come there. I mean, I am his advocate, and I think how is he supposed to just adjust to being there when none of his loved ones are there and he's used to being there, and then he's used to his electronics. To make him go cold turkey is just, it's very, I mean, of course he's going to do whatever he can to zone out anyways, but I mean, what are we doing here? I tried to let you guys know the Switch might be helpful, and you guys told me you had games that you could pull onto the floor, because you can't just remove all the things that he loves. I mean, he needs some kind of safety net. So, I mean, I don't understand why you couldn't keep the Switch, and why, you can't. I mean, he does have
the emergency room psychiatry provider. Are there any questions you would like for me to bring up or bring forward at that meeting, and then to potentially have someone call you back with an update?
I want him to be, I want him to be awake. I want him to, I don't want him doped up the whole time. I want him to be able to, have something to do. That's why I brought the Switch. Give him something. Hook it if you have internet there. It's the only way it's going to work. He broke his phone, so now he no longer has, the top of the screen is broken, so he doesn't have anything to do. Obviously, he's going to go into crisis.
Yeah, and I will bring that up, but, speaking very candidly, our policy is that there are no phones, there are no electronic devices, that is just our policy in the, mental health suite and on our mental health units. So I will bring that up to the team, but generally speaking, that there are not any adjustments made to that policy.
Okay, well then they, instead of putting him into distress, then we need to try to work on moving him where he can at least be stable. He's going to decline. He's already been held for 7.5 months. I don't want to keep him there, but he's not. If you saw what he did, I'm only one person. I was punched in the face twice. I can't manage that at 2:00 in the morning.
No, of course not. No, I don't think that is an expectation that you should be able to manage that. That it's very unsafe. For you, it's unsafe for him. Okay, I will bring that up. And then again, as far as the medication question, it's a really hard thing, because if he wakes up and is aggressive, our goal is to keep him and our staff safe, and if he is doing anything that is acting out in an unsafe manner, whether it be headbanging or, hitting other people, there's only a limited number of things we can do, and that's either physical restraints or the chemical restraints. And so, unfortunately, to your point, I know it feels like he's been sleeping a lot, and it certainly has been, but sometimes that's the effect of the medications that he's requiring due to the level of agitation.
Yeah, I understand that too, but what happens is if he's discharged or when he is, he's just a mess.
Yeah.
He's a mess. And then we have to clean that up at home, and it's impossible. It's worse than when he went in,
Yeah. And I think that's a fair concern, Okay, so I will bring those two about the medications and about the Switch, and then either myself or someone else will give you a call back maybe around 10. How does that sound?
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, Nadine.
Thanks, bye.